Band. Sergeant at Arms.
Yes, Commander.
Advance the flag of our country and the banner of Manhasset Post 304 of the American Legion. At my command, those covered, hand salute. Those uncovered, hand over heart. Hand salute.
We thank you, God, for the many blessings that you have bestowed upon our country. Tonight, we are particularly thankful for the presence of the New York State Troopers, the Nassau County Police officers and detectives, the 9/11 operators, sheriff's deputy, correction officers, firefighters, the local fire department, Manhasset Lakeville, EMTs, and healthcare workers. We honor them and gratefully include them in our prayers. Amen.
Amen. Join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, cover. I'm going to change the agenda for this evening because we have with us the supervisor of the town of North Hempstead, Jen DeSena, and she has a very busy evening, so I'm going to put her up first.
Thank you. I want to thank the American Legion for honoring you, for selecting you tonight. Obviously, I thank you for building our country. I thank you for continuing to care for our veterans. I thank Dr. Mayu for encouraging us to have organ donations. We raised the flag at Town Hall today thanks to his efforts, and it's always about service. So every person in this room is about service. I thank you. You know, you understand, as St. Francis of Assisi said, it is in giving that we receive. And so every person in this room has given and continues to give and inspires our younger people. I want to thank all of your families as well, because when you're out giving, you're not home taking care of things around the house. So your families have given alongside you. So thank you for building an amazing community. I'm so fortunate to be the town supervisor. North Hempstead was voted the 15th best township in the country. And it's because we are safe, thanks to our law enforcement. We are healthy, thanks to amazing health care. And we are vibrant, thanks to the people who built this country and who stay here and support this community and this country. So I thank you. I also brought citations on behalf of the town of North Hempstead. I thank you all for your service, and I pray for your continued health and service. God bless you all.
Is to join me in the reciting of the preamble of the Constitution of the American Legion. For God and country, we associate ourselves together for the following purposes: to uphold the independent Constitution of the United States of America, to maintain law and order, to foster and perpetuate 100% Americanism, to preserve the memories and incidents of our associations in all wars, to inculcate a sense of individual obligation to the community, state, and nation, to combat the autocracy of both the classes and the masses, to make right the master of might, to promote peace and goodwill on earth, to safeguard and transmit to posterity the principles of justice, freedom, and democracy, to consecrate and sanctify our comradeship by our devotion to mutual helpfulness. You can see it. The next item is the POW MIA chair. Resolution 288, adopted by the 67th National Convention, calls for designating a POW MIA empty chair at all official meetings of the American Legion as a physical symbol of the many American POW MIAs still unaccounted for from all wars and conflicts involving the United States of America. Accordingly, at this time, the Sergeant-at-Arms will place the POW MIA flag on the empty chair, a reminder for all of us to spare no effort to secure the release of any American prisoners from captivity, the repatriation of the remains of those who died bravely in defense of liberty, and a full accounting of those missing. Let us rededicate ourselves for this vital endeavor. Let us remember. I now declare the American Legion Manhasset Post 304, Department of New York, regularly convened. I thank all those who took the time to attend the awards this evening. I would like to introduce Dawn Samuels. She's the adjutant of the Nassau County American Legion. Who is the president of the Nassau County Auxiliary, and she is also a Legionnaire. First responders daily face incredible challenges to keep our communities safe. This is especially true as public safety workers continue to uphold their oath to protect and serve during these troubled times. While we honor and celebrate the heroes of every day, tonight we, the American Legion, Manhasset Post 304, take extra time to thank them for their selflessness and dedication. I will now turn the program to Adjutant Donald O'Brien to chair this evening's program, the Law and Order Awards evening.
Everybody for coming tonight. I really appreciate everybody being here and all the people that were behind making sure that we were able to pull this together. At each department, I was speaking with all the administrative people that we've been going back and forth for about 7 weeks, and we finally got together, and I was very happy that this worked out so well. I just wanted to give you like a little bit of the background on the American Legion, how this event came about, and what we really are trying to do in our communities now that we're no longer serving in active duty. So let me say good evening tonight to all the honorees and their guests, to our department administrators and members, our community residents, and our American Legion family. We are very grateful to the Manhasset Lakeville Fire Department and the Manhasset Lakeville Fire District for letting us use this facility and setting everything up. The American Legion was founded back in 1919. It's the nation's largest and most respected organization for veterans. Still serving America is the motto of the American Legion. Our members continue their service to America by serving their communities now. Manhasset Post 304 received its charter back in 1928. Since the inception, the post has maintained a close liaison with the Manhasset community. We continue to support our active military as well as our veterans. Our community, and we also are involved with youth programs, and the American Legion further tries to build a strong sense of patriotism and loyalty among young people in our community. In addition to our Law and Order and First Responders program, we sponsor the Boy Scouts Troop number 97 and the Manhasset Little League baseball program. We also sponsor 4 high school juniors that go to Boys State every summer. It's a program that's been ongoing for decades in the American Legion. It teaches them about our government and aims to foster a sense of civic responsibility by encouraging them to become active and informed citizens. We have a flag education program for Manhasset students. We also visit Manhasset Middle School every year around Veterans Day to speak about the opportunities in the military and also give them reasons for honoring veterans on Veterans Day. This year there's an award ceremony that we will be attending for Manhasset High School in June. And we have 2 Manhasset High School seniors are going to be going to the U.S. Naval Academy, Donald Collin and Sean Randall. So we're very happy to be able to recognize them at that ceremony. The American Legion, which has over 15,000 posts,
is our country's leader in the observance of patriotic holidays. Each year, the Post sponsors, along with the Manhasset Lakeville Fire Department, the annual Memorial Day Parade. And we also have a ceremony every day on November 11th at 11 o'clock on Clandon Road at Mary Jane Davies Park to commemorate veterans, as you know, on the 11th hour and the 11th day. We also take pride in recognizing and honoring those individuals and organizations serving our community every day to continue this tradition tonight. So we welcome you to the 2025 American Legion Law and Order and First Responders Program. We appreciate your attendance tonight. We want to welcome the Nassau County American Legion Atchison as we did before. And we also want to say that we have here the Law and Order Nassau County Chairman, which is Kevin Kierman. He's here tonight. And we thank you for coming. We would also like to welcome again Dawn and Pete, which were introduced earlier. So in the preamble of the American Constitution, which I remember, recited just a little while ago, we made 10 pledges, and one of those is to maintain law and order. To this end, we strive to maintain law and order in our homes and in our communities. Each year, the American Legion calls all of the United States to participate in the Law and Order First Responders Program. This program is designed to honor local police officers, firefighters, emergency medical technicians, the sheriff's departments, the correction officers, and those at the 9/11 Communications Bureau of Nassau County. Our host had had that award from the Nassau resident, John Sellers, who served our community at one award at the end. Our honorees often perform above and beyond the call of duty. The families are part, as we said before, of this because our honorees spend a lot of hours away from the home serving the community. Family members are here tonight, and we're very happy to welcome all of you with ready to come. We're proud that Post 304 participation in Law and Order First Responders Program, which has been recognized by the Nassau County and the New York State American Legion. Tonight's honorees have been selected by their department. I was communicating with a lot of the administrators. I appreciate all the help and figuring out who the best person was to honor this year. And then they were picked because of their parents, and they'll give that when their information is read by their supervisor. We're honoring the particular individuals tonight. However, we also recognize the dedication and service that their colleagues provide to our communities every day. Therefore, we will also be aware of what they do besides the people that we're honoring tonight. We created coverage, as you know, our TV is here today, and the executive director, Eric Bradley, arranged for John Dono to be the person that's going to film the event tonight, and it's going to be available on Optimum on Channel 20 in the future, and also on Verizon Channel 37. And we have 10 awards tonight. We're going to start off with the New York State Trooper. We have a police officer of the year for the 6th precinct. We have a detective from the 6th precinct. We have 2 Nassau County police medics. We have a 9/11 operator from the Nassau County Police Communications Center. We have 2 deputies from the Nassau County Sheriff's Department. We have a correction officer from the Nassau County Sheriff's Office. We have a firefighter actually from the Nassau Lakeville Fire Department. And we also have emergency medical technicians from the Nassau Lakeville ambulance unit. And we have a registered nurse here, which we're going to honor from the Manhasset. So we will, this is what we're going to do. We're going to follow the order of the program that I just read. And we're going to announce the accommodations, and the honoree will come forward. And then the person who is their supervisor will read the citation. And then they'll go to the podium and begin the reading when we announce each individual award. And after the reading is complete, Commander Cano will present a plaque to the honoree, and the family and the guest will then step forward and be able to take a picture after the event. We're going to take one with the honoree, and then later, if you would like to, we'll take a second picture of everybody if they're interested in having that. So let's begin. So I'd like to begin with our first honoree. New York State Trooper DiMartino. That's Jeff Strong. Is going to be the person who will be reading the citation.
Good evening, all. Sergeant Jeffrey Jones, here with Trooper DiMartino. On behalf of the New York State Police, we would like to express our sincere gratitude for honoring our troopers during your award ceremony tonight. It was with great pride that we present Trooper James DiMartino of SP East Meadow Barracks as our honoree. Trooper DiMartino is a dedicated and hard-working member of the state police who's been in Long Island for most of his career, and I trust that he's one of the most hardworking and he's most passionate about removing dangerous drivers off of our roads. As you will learn, Trooper DiMartino exemplifies the true spirit of law enforcement. He's not only committed to his duties, but he goes above and beyond the call of duty. While others may focus solely on issuing tickets, Trooper DiMartino's priority is the safety and well-being of his community, consistently taking the extra steps to ensure that those he serves are protected. Last year alone, Trooper DiMartino removed 25 impaired drivers off the road. He made 25 misdemeanor arrests, as well as 8 felony arrests. Most recently, Trooper DiMartino was able to stop a wrong-way driver who was traveling northbound in the southbound lanes on the Wantagh State Parkway. For this and other reasons, we would like to honor Trooper DiMartino for a job well done and for embodying the mission and priorities of the New York State Police.
Can you hear me? Now we're going to do the Nassau County Police Officer of the 6th Precinct, and Captain Burlock. Parker's going to come up and read the citation.
When we were informed about the awards, in fact that they were starting up again after COVID, I had an idea of who it should be. I always go to the supervisor to ask, and it was pretty much unanimous that Officer Vasquez will be receiving this award. Sometimes the police work is about luck. You're working that night, the radio dispatcher gives an assignment, and you go and you take care of it. It might be a difficult assignment. What truly makes a difference in the community is that people are out there every day looking for trouble, as it were, and finding it. And that is what Officer Vasquez does. During the course of calendar year 2024, he engaged in 24 field interviews. That's where he finds a suspicious person and sees what he's up to and writes a report on it. Every other week, that means these communities are doing it. For a total of 405 moving violations. And generally, for each one you write, we let people go with a warning. It's a lot of car stops. 9 total arrests, and he's always known to cover his post properly. It's officers like Vasquez that keep the community safe, always being out there, always looking. It's not necessarily one particular incident. It's the officer like him that gives it 110%. Every single shift is out there, while the rest of us are sleeping in our beds. And that's why he earned this award.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Detective Lieutenant James Ellis. I'm the commanding officer of the 6th Squad. And thank you very much to the American Legion for this honor. I cannot think of any detective that I know that's more deserving than Detective Gregory Fisher. Detective Gregory Fisher is the consummate professional. He's a leader both out on the street as well in the squad room. His tireless efforts, excellent investigative skills, and quick thinking has brought a tremendous impact not only to the safety of the residents in Nassau County, but on the day-to-day work environment for the detectives in the 6th Squad. He's somebody that is always answering everybody's questions. He's the one that everybody comes to when they need something, and it's hard. Greg's the guy. During the year of 2024, his statistics were second to none. He tallied 51 arrests, 10 being felonies, and thoroughly investigated over 150 plus cases. But more importantly, where the quality of his investigations was beyond compare. Some of the noteworthy cases I'm going to read out to you. On January 13, 2024, Detective Fisher assisted Lake Success Police Department in a burglary in progress investigation. This case appeared to be in a direct connection to an ongoing large-scale burglary pattern that was terrorizing Nassau County. After an extensive multi-agency investigation, 4 defendants were apprehended and charged with first-degree burglary, and also a loaded Glock handgun was recovered from the defendant's vehicle. Greg was instrumental in bringing these people to justice. Subsequent to that arrest, that entire pattern has ceased to exist. It stopped. On October 16th, 2024, Detective Fisher and his partner, Detective Panera, were investigating a scam where a female victim had given $32,000 to perpetrators when they were fraudulently posed as federal agents. The perpetrators then attempted to get an additional $40,000 from the victim the following day. These two detectives were posing as a victim. They set up meet up with the suspect. They secreted themselves in a meet location. The suspect arrived and at a predetermined location where Detectives Fisher and Pinero took him into custody. The victim positively identified the defendant as the same person that had scammed her out of the money the previous day. And that is a constant problem we're having in Nassau County. These two detectives did a phenomenal job and solved another one of these ongoing pattern cases. On January 17, 2024, Detective Fisher and Pinero were notified of a case involving a home improvement scam. They were known as the Irish Bunco Travelers. I don't know if you guys heard about it in the papers. Which was an ongoing problem, not just throughout Nassau, but also Suffolk County, Queens, hit all over the place. The detectives were made aware from a victim that a group of men were posing as roof repair workers, gained access to the victim's roof via a ladder, and she observed the slate shingles falling from the roof. The workers claimed that there was existing damage to, his roof, and needed a neat repair. The victim knew that there was no pre-existing damages, and the victim declined the repairs. After the workers left, the victim observed a large hole in his roof that needed to get repaired by another company. On February 5th, 2024, a 911 call was received from males with Irish accents claiming to be roof repair specialists who were observed knocking on the door in Roslyn Heights to a homeowner that was not in need of roof repair. Detectives Fisher and Pinero were canvassing the area, looking for the subjects. When they found a vehicle matching the description, they attempted to stop the car. The car fled and then crashed. Subsequently, after a foot pursuit, these guys put him into custody, caught one of the defendants, and brought him to jail. That also pretty much stopped the pattern in this area after that day. So I can't think of any other individual that's more deserving, except maybe if I bring his partner along with him. But Detective Fisher is the best of the best. We're all super proud of him, and thank you very much for the recognition.
My name is Chris McGill. I'm the coordinator of the Nassau County Police Department Emergency Ambulance Bureau. I just want to thank the American Legion for this opportunity to honor two of our medics, for the work that they do on a daily basis, and in this case in particular. Tonight we're honoring Aaron Tomlinson. Aaron currently works ambulance 2356 right here in the 6th precinct on a daily basis. And Rich Robinson. Rich works nights on the east end of the county on the relief squad. On July 1st of 2024, a 911 was called for a 59-year-old woman who was unconscious. Police medic Aaron Tomlinson, along with police medic Rich Robinson, who was currently at that time a recruit on field training, they were dispatched and responded in the 6th Precinct Ambulance 2356. The patient complained of severe chest pain to her family during the day, and later that night she gasped for breath and became unresponsive. EMS was called by her husband, and upon arrival she presented to the first responders in cardiac arrest. There were other first responders on scene before them who had started CPR, and they performed shock once with an automatic external defibrillator. The two police medics took over the care of the patient, and they continued treatment, including establishing vascular access with IVs, airway management through endotracheal intubation, that's placing the tube down into the lungs, as well as ongoing defibrillation and shocks. After the third shock was delivered, the patient exhibited an organized cardiac rhythm with corresponding pulses and a blood pressure. The patient began to become responsive, moving and making breathing effort on her own, and the medics then provided some sedation to keep her calm, as well as be able to maintain the airway that they had accomplished. The patient was delivered to North Street University Hospital, Manhasset, where she continued to improve and was eventually discharged following a bypass surgery. Police medic Tomlinson was appointed to the Nassau County Police Department in 2019 and has spent several years in the 6th Precinct. He is also an active member of the Manhasset Lakeville Fire Department since 2014. I said earlier, Police medic Robertson has been a police medic since April of 24. He was appointed with the Nassau County Police, and prior to that, he spent 6 years as an EMT and then a paramedic with FDNY EMS. So thank you for honoring these police medics tonight.
Well, I don't know if I could follow Chris, but I'm going to try. So good evening, guests, colleagues, honorees. It's both an honor and a privilege to present the 2025 Manhasset American Legion Law and Order and First Responders Award to an exceptional member of our Communications Bureau. Police Communications Operator Jacqueline Marino. Since joining our team in August 2016, Jackie has consistently gone above and beyond what it means to be a police communications operator. Her performance has been nothing short of outstanding, setting the bar high for excellence in our field. What distinguishes Jackie is her unwavering consistency. In the fast-paced and high-stakes world of emergency communications, consistency is not just important, it is absolutely vital. Jackie's commitment to excellence has been recognized on multiple occasions. In 2024 alone, she was named Employee of the Month twice, first in April for her expert handling of a dangerous disturbance involving shots fired, and again in July for her pivotal role in an important investigation. Most recently, in September of 2024, Jackie demonstrated her abilities during a high-speed pursuit involving the NYPD. However, it's not just these standout moments that define Jackie's excellence. It's her steady and reliable performance day in and day out. Jackie approaches every shift with professionalism, dedication, and a deep understanding of the critical nature of her role. She knows that officer safety is paramount, and she consistently anticipates the needs of the situation, establishes effective perimeters, deploys resources efficiently, and ensures the vital information is relayed to the right people without delay. What sets Jackie apart is her remarkable dependability. In our line of work, reliability isn't just an asset, it's often the difference between life and death. No matter the task, Jackie steps up to the challenge with confidence and unwavering commitment. She's always punctual, adaptable, and serves as a role model of professionalism for her colleagues. She embodies the pride, commitment, and excellence that define the core values of our department. Her composure under pressure, her steady performance, and her relentless pursuit of excellence makes her not only deserving of this award, but also an indispensable member of our team. Please join me in congratulating Jackie Marino as she is.
Good evening, everyone. First, I'd like to thank Commander John Iannano, Adjutant Donald O'Brien, and the rest of the members of American Legion Post 304 for putting this event together to honor our officers. We really appreciate that. My name is Deputy Undersheriff Thomas Sullivan from the Nassau County Sheriff's Department, and the way we did it was we picked specific events to honor our officers. So the first event is for our deputy, two of our deputy sheriffs, Deputy Sheriff Verricchio and Deputy Sheriff Matarese. On the day of the event, our officers were monitoring a police radio when they heard a call for a well check in the parking lot of a local business, that there was an individual holding a lighter and a gas can and crying. Due to their proximity, they decided to respond to the call. Upon their arrival, they discovered a silver Mustang with both doors closed and both windows up. The car was filled with smoke and flames were seen in the rear seat of the vehicle. They were banging on the windows with no response from the individual inside. They were able to enter the vehicle through the passenger side door and discovered the individual was unconscious. They then proceeded to break the driver's side window to gain access to him and were able to drag the unconscious male from the vehicle and away from the fire. Due to the deputies' courage and determination, there is no doubt that they were able to save this man's life. Officer Dominic Gabelli, late one evening in February while walking his dog off duty, Correction Officer Dominic Gabelli observed a male wearing a dark-colored clothing rummaging through a neighbor's vehicle. The individual then proceeded to walk across the neighbor's front yard into another neighbor's driveway and began to look through his vehicle, as well using his phone as a flashlight. He noticed that the individual was carrying a backpack which he assumed contained stolen items from the vehicle. At this point, Officer Gabelli approached the individual with his handcuffs out and shouted to the individual, "Nassau County Sheriff, drop the bag, get on the ground, and put your hands behind your back." Needless to say, this did not go as smoothly as he would have liked. The individual clenched his fist and gestured towards Officer Gabelli. While wrestling with the individual, Officer Gabelli fell and injured his hand, and the individual was able to slip off his shirt and get away. Undeterred, Officer Gabelli followed the individual and ultimately worked alongside of Nassau County Police, and with their quick thinking and commitment, we're able to gain control of the subject and apprehend him. So that's what we're going to do.
All right, good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here. It's an honor and a privilege to be here tonight to present the Firefighter of the Year award to Lieutenant Michael Fiala. When I was approached about this award, there was no question that Lieutenant Fiala was the most deserving member for this award, as he embodies everything that we need in the volunteer fire service in both a firefighter and an officer. Lieutenant Fiala joined the Manhasset Lakeville Fire Department Company 4 on May 10, 2016. During his early years in the department, Lieutenant Fiala attended SUNY Oswego. Despite being away at school for the majority of the year, he was always a top responder in Company 4, dedicating all of his time home to the fire company. Once home full-time, Lieutenant Fiala began taking on increasing responsibilities within Company 4, being elected to Secretary in June 2020, Second Lieutenant in March 2022, and First Lieutenant in March 2024. Every step of the way, Lieutenant Fiala has been someone who brings everyone together and is often described as the glue of Company 4. Lieutenant Fiala is particularly passionate about training and call response and always leads by example. In addition to all of his contributions to Company 4, in 2024, Lieutenant Fiala took on the role of Chair of the Line Officers Committee, which is a critical organization for effective advocacy on behalf of all lieutenants and captains in the department. Lieutenant Fiala puts everything into all he takes on and is a model company officer and firefighter. For this and many other reasons not listed tonight, please join me in congratulating Lieutenant Fiala on earning Firefighter.
It is an incredible honor to be here tonight to celebrate the outstanding contribution of an individual who exemplifies the dedication, courage, and service that define the role of an emergency medical technician. Tonight, we recognize EMT Kevin Paratu as a recipient of the American Legion EMT of the Year Award. Since joining the Manhasset Fire Department in 2021, Kevin has consistently demonstrated what it means to serve with excellence and compassion. From the very beginning, Kevin has established himself as a top responder, never hesitating to answer the call of duty. Whether it was early in the morning, late at night, or urgent moments requiring calm under pressure, Kevin can always be counted on to step up and make a difference. Kevin's contribution to this department extend far beyond responding to emergencies. As someone deeply committed to the success and safety of our operation, he currently oversees our engineering program, ensuring that every ambulance in our fleet meets and exceeds state compliance standards. This is no small task, and Kevin approaches it with the same meticulous care and dedication that he is known for. Thanks to his efforts, our ambulances are not just functional, they are fully reliable vehicles for life-saving care. His work instills confidence in our team and guarantees that when seconds matter, we have the tools we need to serve the community effectively. Kevin's impact is felt in so many ways, by his colleagues, by the people we serve, and by the department itself. He approaches every situation with professionalism, sincerity, and a humble determination to make things better. Whether he helps teach others, organizing projects, or leading by example, Kevin embodies the spirit of service and inspires us all to keep giving our best. Tonight, as we honor Kevin, we acknowledge that he represents the very best part of what it means to be an EMT. His actions reflect a tireless commitment not just to the job, but to the people of the community, for their safety, their health, and the trust in our department to be there when it matters most. Congratulations on receiving this well-deserved honor, and thank you for continuing to make a difference every single day.
Good evening. I am honored to read this citation for Northwell Health. Kathleen Malame, lovingly known as the Angel Nurse, has dedicated over 16 years to hospice care, providing exceptional support to patients and families during life's most challenging moments. Her unwavering compassion, mentorship, and commitment to excellence have made a lasting impact on the Northwell and hospice community. From securing vital resources for families in need to guiding new nurses with expertise and kindness, Kathleen embodies the true spirit of hospice care and role models excellence at Northwell. Her dedication to patient advocacy, community support, and mentorship makes her a well-deserved recipient of the American Legion's Medical Professional of the Year Award. That was the voice of an employer. I would like to speak as a member of our community. Hospice care is a growing need. There are many areas of our state and nation where people feel lost when their loved one is in this stage of life's journey. For over 16 years, that has not been the case in Manhasset. Kathleen Malame has become the face of hospice care. She is our special nurse. She is the person we can turn to when facing these moments. She has answered the calls at night. She has answered the calls early in the morning. You have probably even met her as you stopped to visit a friend that she was assisting. Some of those friends or family members have their pictures on the wall of our post because they were a commander. All of those friends and family members have their pictures forever in our hearts, with Kathleen beside them. Kathleen has sought assistance for those we love when no one else either could or would provide it. She has helped those we loved, shared our tears, prayed with us, and comforted our sorrow. She is a woman of faith who has given unselfishly to a career that is really a vocation. Kathleen is truly our medical professional of the year and our special angel nurse for life.